There we go. Alrighty. I've shared it on, there. Shared this on inappropriate messages. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. Already shared this on my Facebook. I'm not going to worry about doing it on Instagram. So give it a few more seconds to get some peoples in here. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, hello, everyone. How is everyone this beautiful Wednesday? And my hair is doing something all sorts of funky. Hang on. Let's get that hump out of my hair. Anyway, hope everyone's doing good. Today was a beautiful day here in southern Kentucky. Nice and warm. I don't know if you're picking up on the jingles, but that is, we're having the window open. So it was nice enough. We were able to open the windows, which meant I could also shut off the heat. Yay. Me being a cheap ass again. Hi. LBB, coming to say hi to everyone. So, things that are going on. I don't know who's here, but I look old. How do I look old? Every one of you looks old, Bill. Move your butt. Come on. Damn it, Kappa. Get off the computer. Yep. Anyway. Sorry. It's the lighting. The lighting here sucks. Hang on. I have an idea. I'll be right back. There. That lighting's a little better. Not really. So anywho, scatterbrain tonight. So not a lot's been going on. I've been considering of what I want to do with my YouTube channel and my Patreon page. For those of you who've been following, I have been doing daily blogs on my Patreon page, My Year in Tarot, and I am making that public. That'll continue to always be public. But I do want to build a paid subscriber list. So I'm going to start creating content that will only be available for paid subscribers. So I was trying to figure out, do I want to do more than these weekly live videos on YouTube as free content, or do I want to go ahead add another live video where I'm doing like makeup or music or something like that? So I was seriously considering that, and the reality is this is just a chat. This is just me talking about what's going on in life and enjoying chatting with everyone. Will you not knock the light off, you fat bastard? Anywho, so I am going to start doing 2 videos a week on my Patreon page, and those will be paid. So that means even for as little as $1 a month, you can get access to that content that's paid. I'm going to start posting pictures and more stuff on there that's going to be for Patreons only. And I'm not going to be posting on Facebook as much. I want to kind of get away from Facebook because I have found it to be this horrible negative space for me. So this is what I'm going to do. Give me 35 cents, you cheap ass. But that's what I'm going to do. So I got some goodies. Got a little goodie bag right here. And this is a combination of my Ipsy bag. I get Ipsy once a month. I also do BoxyCharm. I'm not going to show you guys the contents of this. I'm going to make a video tomorrow. Or no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Friday, I'm going to make a video where I'm going to go live just for my Patreons and test the new products I got out. Because there's some really neat stuff in here that I'm excited to try. So, and then probably Mondays, So I'm going to be doing my daily blogs, which will on Patreon, which will always be free. I'll still post those on Facebook. Mondays are probably going to be music with Mandy on my Patreon page, where I sit down and I practice a flute piece, something I'm working on. Then Wednesdays is going to be here on YouTube. It's still going to be this kind of format where I just talk to you guys, see what everyone's up. No, our internet's just kind of slow tonight. We pay for 50 megabytes, and apparently we ain't getting that tonight. But I also think Larry's on his computer. We have the TV on, so it is what it is. Anywho, doing Mondays music, and then Fridays I'm going to do makeup. And those two will be on my Patreon page, just because I want to start building that audience. And I prefer the live videos over the produced, edited, all that fun stuff for two reasons. One, this is me. This is authentic me. There is no filter. There is no editing. You're just getting me. And two, I am too lazy to do editing. I don't enjoy it. And the reality is I'm not going to pay someone to do it right now. Now, if it gets to the point where I start getting a little bit more money in, I might start doing editing. I have the software. I'm not going to lie. I do. I have the software. I just don't want to edit. It's too much time, too much hassle, and too much frustration. And there's better things I could be doing. Like, seriously, napping is more important to me than editing a video. So I just do live videos. It's more fun because I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Now, the goal with the Patreon and the paid that I'm going to, the reason why I want to focus that is I can eventually get better equipment to do better quality videos. Because right now I'm just using the webcam off of my computer. I could get a better camera to do the live videos. That's part of it. And also part of it is to help pay for my flute. Because I have a dream flute. And it's not cheap. Hell, I mean, look, I'm not going to lie. I even have a dream piccolo that I would die to have, but it is not on my super important list right now. I have one that works for now. The flute is really going to be what I focus on next. I do want a nice Sankyo flute or a Miyazawa. But other than that, there's not much going on in life right now. You fat bastard! I told you not to do that. Get down. Get down. Get down. My cats are assholes. That really should just be the title of all these videos. My cats are assholes. Oh, it's something new. My hair. So I think I when I did my live video last week, I had gotten it to blonde, which was great. But the whole point of it was to do something like this. Now, we didn't buy enough purple. And so some of the strands didn't get as purple as I wanted them to. And that's fine. It kind of gives it a unique feel to it. And also I've had some massive washout. But that's okay, because eventually I will, when this washes out, because this is semi-permanent. It is not a permanent color. So it'll about 40 washes. So 80 days or so. Because I only wash my hair every other day. It'll fade away and I'll just recolor it something different, because why not? I can. It's fun. It does not get greasy, Bill. That's the great thing about long hair. Even if it does get greasy, you put up in a ponytail, hairspray it, and no one knows. So yeah, not a whole lot really, honestly, going on. Tomorrow is band practice, and I do go up Thursdays, I go up and I do readings and Reiki up in Somerset in my office at Old Familiars. For those of you who are local, the address is 84 Benway Drive, kind of across the street from Guthrie's. I will be there probably from like noon to 6, and then at 6 I leave for band practice. So I do enjoy that. I had to go and get a bigger binder for my flute music because I just keep everything in one binder. So I have tabs, and then I have tabs within tabs. I have the tabs on the side that divide the section. Oh, I didn't even see Larry walk by. So in my flute folder, let's just talk about what's in my flute folder. The first section is the pieces I'm working for my orchestra audition. That's what I'm working towards. I've got 2 pieces. One is a CPE Bach and one is a French piece. They're both very interesting and totally different, and I do enjoy working on them. And I have some etudes I'm working on just for fun. I have some warm-up exercises I'm working on in section 2. Section 3 has all of my community band music. And in the community band, I kind of do a little bit of piccolo, a little bit of flute, and even on one song, the tin whistle. So I am doing this too. And the thing that I have to remember is, like, if this was a flute, having this down, it would be a D. But on this one, that's an E flat. A tin whistle. Yeah, it is a tin whistle. So this is an tin whistle and E flat. And the reason, Aunt Shelley says she's here. She just can't figure out how to comment. The reason why I chose the E flat, we are playing Loch Lomond in our concert in May. It's one of the songs. It's very beautiful. It's Scottish. You can't have a Scottish tune without a tin whistle. Come on, people. So I looked at the key it's written in. It jumps from B flat to E flat. It's really easy to play this and play the key signature B flat on this, which is an E flat. But I am doing that, and I have to remember the keys because it does have different fingering than the flute. So I got to keep that in mind. And then I also have to remember, now, Bill, when I say this, this is not to be taken dirty. I don't have to blow as hard on this as I do my flute or my piccolo. It takes a much softer airstream. So I've been overblowing my tin whistle. So that's something I got to work on, but I am enjoying learning this. It's a new instrument, but things have already gotten out of hand with tin whistles. Okay, so these 2 are tin whistles in D. Woohoo! That was. I'm not answering that. So they have different mouthpieces, all right, and they do give two totally different sounds. Let's do. Hang on. Okay, so this is just like this style. I don't know what kind of mouthpiece this is called. It's like a whistle. And you can definitely hear about me overblowing. Now this one, the mouthpiece is totally different. It's got a wood block. And a little bit of music nerd trivia. Very similar to a recorder, Bill. I'm not going to lie. Wet your whistle. I learned that comes from the tin whistle. These play better when you have taken time to wet the wood block. So I lick it. I lick my whistle. I don't want to hear anything, Bill. I really don't. But this one has a totally different sound. As you can tell, they're both in the same key. They just have a different sound. Then, this is my tin whistle in C. This one is a little different because of that stretch on this hand to hit all the holes. Okay, tin whistle in C. And yes, I actually do play on all of these at different times. All right, so this big bastard here is my tin whistle in B flat, which I initially got. I got that one before I got this one. All right. So this is B. And if you notice, this one actually has a different quality of sound. The other ones I played were actually tin, real tin. And this is nickel. So I'm learning different metals have different sounds. And then this is an E flat whistle made out of copper. It has a different sound yet. And I really like the sound of this one. So far now, out of most of these $9-10, this one was a little bit more expensive because it's a higher quality. If I get more tin whistles for any reason, I might go ahead and go with this brand again. This is a Dixon. What I like about it is the other ones are not tunable, meaning I cannot tune those to a band. But this one, I can tune to a band by adjusting the head. Right now, it is currently but Bill, there's different metals and different shapes. Okay, so these first three, the 2 and D, and it's still called a tin whistle or penny whistle. Would that make you feel better, Bill? Smart ass. These are tin, and they are a cylindrical bore, which means that it's bigger at top and gets smaller. The whole, that's just the way it is. Now, the nickel one is a conical. No, is it conical? Yeah. Damn it, now I can't remember. Anyway, so these taper. The C and the 2Ds taper. Can't remember if that's cylindrical or conical. My brain's not working. This one in nickel, it does not. It is the same width all the way down. And I think that kind of gives it the better sound quality, if you ask me. And the E flat one here is the same concept. It is the same all the way. Yeah. Okay. So, I really like the sound of this one, and the B flat one's not bad. It's just it feels funny. It's going to take me some time to get used to the feeling of it. I find it really pretty. Somewhere I had some music, but I don't remember what I did with it for the tin whistle. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's for D, though. Hang on. I'll play a little song on one of my Ds. Actually, no, I'll do it on this one. Okay. We're going to fake it. Okay. Shush, Bill. Shush. All right, no. It's going to make more sense to me. Okay. I did not like the way that one sounded. Let's try it on this one. Also didn't like how much air it took. So that is just a little something I have. But this one just seems to be easier. Obviously, I've got work to do on it. So yeah, enjoy a little bit of fun music. I will get there eventually. So we've got several songs we're looking at playing. So once again, our concert's May 20th for anyone who wants to come. We would greatly appreciate anyone coming who can make it. And then I have nerd music in my folder. But I also need to stop and I've got some technical things I'm also working on that I need to just copy off the books, out of the books I have them in, to put in my folder, so that way I just take that and I don't have to take a bunch of stuff with me, because like tomorrow I am going to be gone most of the day. At some point I'm probably going to be practicing my flute at the store. If I'm bored, yeah, I'm going to practice. I don't care. It's just who I am. It's what I do. If I can, Bill, live streaming, that might be a little difficult. And the reason for that is copyright issues. A lot of the music is copyrighted. But I also don't have enough followers for anyone to really care. So I'll get it figured out. We'll see what happens. Because when I did the last concert, only thing, I had one company say that, hey, we'll let you use this since it was a band, but we have the right to, if you earn any money off of it, we get a portion of it. I'm like, okay, I'm never going to get any money off this, so it's okay. God. So yes, I have a big zit there. Sorry, guys. That's really noticeable. I put my hand here. No one will notice. So an update on Little Bit. She is strong and feisty. I think we've got her to the point where we're not going to lose her like we were kind of afraid of. Sorry, I keep seeing something shiny over there. And oh, it's a lightning bug on my door. Lightning bugs are out. The worms. What worms? Oh, yes, the meningeal worms. Okay, so what Little Bit had was called meningeal worm. It is a worm that affects their nervous system. And here's how we get those. All right, so where we live, we get a lot of deer that come through our field, and there's not a whole hell of a lot we can do about that. The deer poop in our field. Well, the slugs go over the poop and pick up the larva of the worm, because the deer are a host. Yeah, Bridget. I call her Little Bit. So the slugs pick up the larvae and they pupate. And then what happens is our alpaca accidentally eat the slugs as they're eating away on grass. And the worms get to our alpaca. And yes, we do worm our alpaca. It may get to the point where, and it's always worse in the spring. For some reason, this is always hitting in the spring. I'm almost considering worming twice a month now. Come on, bud. Come on. Come say hi. Everyone wants to see the cat butt. Say hi. See? It's cat butt. Your uncle and your grandma are here. Oh. The problem with using something to kill the slugs is it will do one of two things: kill the alpaca or kill the grass the alpaca eat. It's difficult. We got to get something figured out. I'm thinking about taking lime and going around the outside of the. Would you not chew on things? The outside of the fence to maybe stop them from any more slugs from coming in, but there's not much we can do. What are you doing? There's nothing. So y'all can see what he's doing. He's playing with a notepad. Yeah, I know lime is just gravel dust. But it still costs money because, any way that may stick it to you. There's nothing under there, you fat turd. So that's just something that, it's either lime or lye. I don't remember which one, but whatever it is, put that down. I got to find a way to get rid of the slugs without hurting the alpaca. That's the whole point. I did find, so me and Coey gave the alpaca flea and tick treatments. That was fun. Copper strips will keep them out. So how do the copper strips work, Bill? Please share that as I explain my story of giving alpaca flea and tick treatments. So I found, me and Coey were at Walmart last Wednesday, and I found all natural dog flea and tick treatment for dogs over 55 pounds. I'm looking at the ingredients. I'm like, hey, I'm going to buy this plus some other stuff for the dogs. And Cody's like, don't you think you're going to go a little overboard on the dogs? I'm like, this isn't for the dogs. So she brings me out to my house. I'm like, hey, now that I have you here, you're going to help me give this to the alpaca. And she's like, you do what? Okay. So it's like salting them. All right, that could be fun. Instead of assaulting slugs, copper them. So anyway, we took these little, it was a 6-pack of this flea and tick stuff. It was all natural. Nothing in it was going to hurt the alpaca. We gave the adults 2 each. So that was Silver and Ellie Mae. They got one in the front and one in the back. Silver, honestly, was the easiest one. Once we caught him, we have lots of coffee grounds. But once we caught him, I held him. Coey gave him the flea treatment. It was easy. Now, a little bit was easy to catch just simply because she's still kind of weak. We gave her one. We gave Aphrodite one. Little Drama Mama was the hardest one. For reals. She's this itty bitty, tiny, adorable little alpaca, and you look at her and she's a fucking drama mama. We spent probably 5 minutes on the other 3, including cranky ass Ellie Mae. We got Ellie Mae. We gave her flea treatment. She growled. Yes, alpaca do growl. She growled at us. And when we let her loose, she put those ears back. I'm like, I swear to God, girlfriend, you spit on me. So she walked away, and then we spent the next 5 minutes, the same amount of time that we spent on the other 3, trying to get Aphrodite. And she's so small. She's the smallest one of them all. And you would think that she'd be the easiest. No. Little drama mama there. She spit. She growled. Her growl's amusing. I'm sorry. She's so tiny. She was not happy. It's worth found. I'm going to have to try that. Get some cheap Folgers coffee and just sprinkle it all over the damn field. Or even that cheap Walmart stuff. If that actually works, that would be a viable solution to keep the slugs out of the field, because we could just coffee the whole damn field. Might have hyper alpaca for a few days, but that would be entertaining. I'll have to try that, Bill. Thanks for the recommend. So, yeah, we gave flea and tick treatments. Oh, take video. Oh, God, I would so take video and post that, because that would be hilarious to watch hyper alpaca. I mean, it's funny enough to watch him play, and when Little Bit is feeling good, she runs. I mean, she'll dead run. And it's so cute to watch. And Aphrodite runs, and then she's like, no. And then she just kind of falls over. And it's not a fall over because there's something wrong with her. It's a fall over because she's a drama mama. You just have to meet the Aphrodite to appreciate her personality. This fall, I had to give her, was it this fall? At some point, I had to give her some shots. And I didn't know how much to give her. She was so tiny. She's still so tiny. So I gave her a shot. She literally gave her the shot. She fell over and started convulsing her legs like this. I'm like, and Chloe was with me again. I'm like, oh my God, I killed the baby. And Chloe's like, no, she's just being drama. So she stood up. I'm like, oh, thank God. She fell over the other way and started kicking her legs again. I'm like, oh my God. And I really start bawling. I'm like, I've killed the baby. I've killed the baby. What do I do? There's nothing I can do. Little shit stands up, bites my hand like right here, and runs off. For the next 6 weeks after that, every time she saw me, she would fall over. I mean, I could be at the house, and she would see me, and she would fall over and start kicking her legs. She's a drama queen. That is the Dites. Larry calls her Afro. I call her Diety. Or drama mama. She's a handful. She really is a handful. But any questions? Anyone have anything they want to ask? They want to know? I'll wait for a second or two. I sent Grandpa an email, but I haven't heard from him. I'm going to call him tomorrow because he doesn't usually answer when I call from the house. I haven't figured that one out. He'll answer from my cell phone. So I'm going to call him tomorrow, Bill. Grandpa checks email. Dad's trying to get him on Facebook. I don't know how well that took, though. If Grandpa's up for it, we might try to go up. Not this coming weekend, but the next weekend, go up and visit him if he doesn't have other company or other plans. See if he wants us up. So that would be that's the plan. But Grandpa does check email. What is your malfunction, you fat bastard? You're me. You hear him? Magic Grandpa on Facebook. That would be rather funny. Hi. Are you going to say hi? I should just do a cat butt show. Hey, come here. Tell people what you think. But if no one has any questions, I might hop off here, and I could do a live stream with Grandpa and let the family know. That one I might make private and just do. It's kind of a process, but do it privately through my Patreon page for. That way, it's more that I can let the family know. Hi, what everyone want to see was your butt. But I could do a live stream with Grandpa. I'm sure he would love that. Love seeing everyone respond, or Bill respond. But if that's it, I'm getting tired. Tomorrow's a busy day. I'm looking at probably not getting home until this point tomorrow night. So I hope everyone has a good night. I love you too, Bill. So everyone have a good night, and I will see you next week. Remember, if you want to catch my other videos, you have to subscribe to my Patreon page. Yep, that's what I'm doing. All right, love y'all. Toodles.